You know, we use a vast range of music, like humongous amounts. We actually, our system is designed so that our staff can pick their own music. Of course, there is some boundaries, some guidelines, like I don't want them putting something that's inappropriate on. But doing that, it creates a sort of atmosphere which kind of breeds a personality about the place. The most important thing for us and for the place is personality. And from that, you get personality from staff, the way they are with customers, of course the lighting, things like that. But also, the more our customers get to know our staff, the more people get to understand the tea house. And from that, staff putting their on their own music, the customers can actually get to know our staff, and it becomes really quite homely. We get lots of regulars who remember evenings that we put certain music on, things like that. So that's a really big thing for us. Talking about a big diagram of how much music there is out there, another big thing for us is actually supporting new music, local bands, especially and artists. I was in the local music scene myself and stuff like that, and it's a really nice feeling, giving local artists and bands a platform to kind of get their music out there where they usually wouldn't be heard. I mean, in a big chain, for example, they're not going to be playing a local band from Newcastle. It's just not going to be happening.
But do you use their music through the day? Going back to Rob's point about day parts, would you be using, say, a relatively unknown band's recorded music through the day as part of the oral backdrop?
Absolutely, yeah. It just depends the genre of music. I mean, like you said, you're not going to be putting on something hard-hitting heavy in the morning. I mean, it's not going to happen. But if I know a quite chilled out local artist, and I feel like I want to put them on in the morning, I'll do that. It doesn't matter how big they are to us. In fact, that's completely irrelevant.
You mean known as opposed to unknown?
Exactly, okay. Yeah. And during the day, we like something a bit busier, actually. You know, guitar music, whatever, a bit more busy. And if there's a local artist I fancy putting on, I'll put them on. It literally doesn't matter how well known they are.
And have you ever had to tell the staff to turn something off? Have you?
Only when they put running
fit in with the brand.
Yeah, yes, I have. I mean, they're actually very good. I mean, we tell them, we give them guidelines, and I wouldn't employ them if I knew they were going to be silly and stuff like that. They've got their head screwed on. They know what works when. I mean, volume is a big point. It really is. There's many a time that I have to tell some people to maybe perhaps turn it down or turn it up.
Okay.
It really makes a huge difference. Especially in the morning when perhaps you're just first opening and there's less people in the place. If it's too loud, it completely destroys the atmosphere. So you really got to be aware of that.
And you get feedback from customers on the music. They comment on the music.
Yeah, I mean, music breeds conversation, and the big thing for us about the tea house was we wanted someone. There's no alcohol there. It's late night. We're open till midnight. We want it to be a place where people know they can come, they can chill out. The music's not too loud, so you're not talking over each other. You can come play board games, you can come study, talk about interesting things. And music is one of those interesting things that people talk about. It breeds conversation, it breeds a nice atmosphere.